It's time to welcome our next guest to Candidly Krystal. She's a wife, she's a mother, singer, actress, performer, party planner, financial planner, and life coach, Liz Cracchiolo. Welcome, Liz. Hi.
Hello. Holidays.
Oh, holidays. Holidays. A little Madonna for your birthday.
Holiday.
Well, Liz, welcome to the show. We are so excited to have you. But I got to be honest, I got a little tired just saying all of the things that you do because you're basically Superwoman. So how do you find the time and the inspiration to do all of the things that you do?
You know, I think I'm just wired that way. I've just always been that way. I have a sister who, when she was 8 years old, decided, I'm going to be a nurse. And she became a nurse, and she's been a nurse for 30 years. And I was always so jealous of that because I thought, if I just had one thing and I could just do that one thing. And it took me so long to realize, you know, it's actually a gift to be able to do a lot of things and to be able to shift gears a lot. So I love it. My family will tell you that I never stop. And that's just me. That just makes me happy. So it's all good. That's just how I am wired.
Now, one thing that I love about you, Liz, and I've never met you, so I feel like you're my friend in my head after realizing all of this. Your main goal is to uplift and inspire women and really help them become their truest self. So we have a lot of ladies who, and fellas too, you can pass this information on to your sister, your mother, your wife, whatever it is. What are some small ways that each of us right now can do to change our lives for the better?
Okay, so a few little things you can start doing today. One thing I would say is, you know, just don't take life so seriously. One of my favorite instructors on the Peloton, he says, it's not that serious, boo. And you know what? That's a lesson I give to myself too. It's like, just laugh, just try to have a good time with your life. That's what we're here for, right? Surround yourself with people that make you laugh, that make you feel good, that build you up. Have a community that you feel safe in, that you can just be yourself. That's number one. Number two, on the other side of that is, and it's really important right now, especially with social media, is all of those other things like the news that makes you upset or people who are putting negative things on your page. You got to figure out how to get those things out of your life.
Did you see my face with that? My face, I can relate to that on so many levels. There are so many times where I check in with Krystal or some of my close girlfriends, and the response I get is, Krystal, stop trolling those people. Krystal, get off the internet and stop commenting those things. And one of the pieces of advice that I got is, unless it affects your life directly, take it out of the picture. Take it out of the picture. Who cares? Right?
100%. So that with the social media, it's 100%. Do you know these people? Are they really in your life? No. When it's somebody in your life or when it's somebody that you have to deal with day to day, you know, I will say 9 times out of 10, what they're giving you that's negative is really about them and not about you. And you have to remember that because people are carrying around a lot of stuff, especially right now. We've got a lot of worries. We've got a lot of things going on inside. And a lot of times it just comes out as not nice to other people. So you got to remember it's not about
One thing I found on the internet that really hit me, especially in 2020, was realizing how people process trauma has taught me not to take things personal. We don't know what happened in some of these people's lives or is still continuing to happen, especially now in the middle of a pandemic. So the way people are reacting or pushing their aggressions on you, like you said, Liz, has less to do with you than it does with, you know, it's more about them and how they're handling whatever it is they're going through or maybe went through, you know?
And
yeah, for sure.
And so many times if you think someone's being hostile to you, kindness will actually change that game. So they may not react in a way that you want then, but if you're kind to them, it may actually make a huge difference in their life, but it'll also make a difference in your life because you like, you know what, how I just handled that? I was just kind to that person. So it's really important to take care take care of you and your mental health. And that's another thing I would say is so, so important, especially right now, is take care of your body. That means exercising. That means drinking water, which I'm the #1 queen of Diet Coke, and I had to learn how to drink water. But it makes such a difference. And get really good sleep, you guys. It's so, so important.
God, sleep. Oh, sleep. What's that? No, I'm just kidding. I've been getting better sleep. I've been doing that one. I am excited about that. But yeah, I always say that hurt people, right? And so you kind of have to just distance yourself, exactly like you're saying, from these people who are quote unquote joy suckers in your life, because, you know, if you don't need them, you don't need them. Step aside. It's so true. I want to talk about your performing, because you are an award-winning actress. You played Yitzhak in Hedwig and The Angry Inch, which I love. I love that. Donna in Mamma Mia, which I got to see you do that live, and you were fantastic. Ella in The Producers, and so, so many more. And I love Dennis's comment. I love that you don't take extra bows after shows. You gotta love Dennis. You know, he's gonna come with that. Do you think that your musical theater background gives you an edge as a life coach? Because not everybody does musical theater.
I do. I do for a couple of reasons. The first reason is I think what makes me strong as a performer is that I am really comfortable being vulnerable. And that's, you know, you understand that, Krystal, as a singer too. It's when you really show people how you're feeling inside, that's when you really connect with people, and when you're not afraid to do that. So I feel that that is one barrier that's already down, because if you can see, I'm not afraid to be vulnerable. I'm going to tell you all the things that I did to screw up. And so it's a safe place when you're talking to me about messing up and getting back and trying again. So that's #1. #2 is, for me, I always wanted to be a performer, but my perfectionism really got in the way, to the point where I made myself sick. I had to leave school. I couldn't find the joy in it anymore. So I had to start over and really stop worrying about, is this product out here to the world perfect? Or is this something I'm doing that's making me feel joy inside? So that was a really long process for me. I stopped performing for a long, long time, and not until I started just doing it for myself and going, you know what, I'm just going to do what feels good, and hopefully people will respond to that. And guess what? If people don't like it, that's okay too. So all of those things and those things that I had to go through to get to that place of joy is what I hope that I could share with others, so that they can get that too, no matter what their goals are, their dreams are.
Yes, that's so wonderful. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but behind Liz are playbills and posters of all of the shows that she has been in. Look at that myriad. It's just beautiful. I love that so much. And also, Liz, I wanted to let you know that somebody's asking if you're single, in case you want to give that shout out.
That one is he is taken. He's mine. He's just being cute.
Are we swiping left or swiping right?
I love that. So, Liz, 2 questions for you. What does Nava mean? Am I saying it right? Nava?
You are saying it right.
Okay. Yeah.
Nava was my childhood nickname, because when I was little, I couldn't say love ya. I said Nava.
Oh,
so that's what my family called me. And what was funny was, when I was starting my blog and trying to think of what to name it, all of a sudden that just popped into my head, and I hadn't thought about that name for so many years. And it was just it was like one of those moments where it's like, oh, this is so perfect. Because for me, like, what I'm trying to get people to do is rediscover that person in you that you kind of thought like, well, I've got to put it away now and be a accountant, or, you know, a nurse or a doctor. And I'm going to put these things away, those things that were kind of wild inside of me when I was a kid. So when I thought of that name, I thought, that's so perfect, because it's me returning to myself.
yes.
And that's really what I'm trying to do. So yeah, that's what Nava is.
Oh, that's so cute. I love that. And on your site, you have a lot of things to offer people, the life coaching, but you also have Lizzie's Life Hacks, which I think is just a great name. So
I love life hacks.
Can you share with us what is a life hack? What's a life hack maybe we can do right now? You know, what's going on with that?
So life hacks are anything that makes your life easier, that can save you money, that you can figure out how to do things faster, more efficiently. And so I just, you know what? I don't even know how this started. I think that one started during COVID. Someone said, God, you have so many great little life hacks. I think you should just start YouTube. And I'm like, I'm going to start. And my husband came home from work and I said, I made 4 videos today. Yeah, I'm doing life hacks. So I've got one right here, actually. So do you guys know what this is?
It looks like a candle.
It's cute, right?
Yeah, it's very cute.
It's actually where I keep my clothes wipes.
Wow.
So here's my life hack. I have always hated ugly things on my counter, including Clorox wipes. And this was even before COVID. And so I couldn't stand that ugly thing on my counter. No offense, Clorox, any brand. So I went and you go and buy contact paper that matches your decor and you just wrap it around the wipe container. Wow. And then when you run out, you just open it up and put the new wipes inside and you have this adorable little thing on your counter that matches your decor.
I love that. And it's so easy. Yeah, that is so easy.
So cheap. So cheap too. Okay, here's another one of my favorites. Have you guys ever gotten a roasted chicken you're going to make, say, tacos, and you have to shred the chicken? And they're a mess.
I hate it.
The chicken is hot and it's such a mess. Okay.
Yes.
Do you have a stand mixer?
Yeah.
Oh, like a KitchenAid?
Right. Like a blender or even right in the blender mixer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All you have to do is literally take the pieces off the chicken, big hunks, throw it in your KitchenAid or throw it in a bowl with beaters, turn on the KitchenAid for literally 30 seconds, and you have perfect shredded chicken for tacos.
What?
Might have to do a Taco Friday. Wow. Hey, if you ask my husband, if I were to bring my husband in the shot right now, that is I hate it. He is a chicken connoisseur. I hate shredding chicken. I hate cutting the fat off. I hate touching it and it making my hands sticky. So this is literally a life hack times 1,000 for me. Like, I'm like, wow. Maybe I'll make more chicken stuff now.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a chicken holiday for you every day, Vino.
Wait a minute. Chicken holiday?
Yes. Yes. Chicken holiday.
Oh my God.
I called it. We have our own awards now. We can also make our own holidays.
True.
And we're doing chicken holiday.
Hey, count me in. So Liz, anybody that's watching right now, if they're thinking, okay, I could benefit from some life coaching, what does a session with you look like?
So right now, obviously, it's going to be via phone or Zoom. And a lot of times it's going to be that way anyway. And really, it's all about you. So there's no thing where I'm going to say, well, here's my structure and you have to fit into this. No. What it is it's really about what is it that you want? Where do you want to go? A lot of times people confuse coaching with therapy. And for me, a really easy way to explain that is therapy is many times looking at things that have happened in the past. Life coaching is really geared towards the future and what you want that to look like. So we really break that down and go into, what are you trying to achieve? And then from what I can learn about you and how you respond to things positively, I can give you some tools to get you to start working towards those goals in ways that you really actually enjoy and you'll do it.
How often do you meet? Is it like a weekly thing? Is it a daily thing? How often do you meet with the people that you are involved with the life coaching?
So a perfect scenario would be to do 2 sessions a month, so every 2 weeks. And typically I would ask you to make a commitment of 6 months if you can, because that's where you can really see some growth. That's where you can really, because let's be honest, it's not going to be all the way forward. You know how you make progress. You take a couple steps forward, you take 1 step back, you take a couple steps forward, you take 1 step back. So that's why we really want to try to see some growth over time.
When you have a client, do they keep a journal or even like a vision board? We know vision boards are very popular. Do you have your clients doing those things?
I love vision boards.
Me too.
I absolutely do. Now, if you're a visual person, that's a perfect scenario. Some people are better with writing. So sometimes I might say something like, okay, so you're in a room and it's 5 years from now, and you overhear some people talking about you and saying wonderful things about you, the things that you could only dream about, like your future is. Like, Krystal Stark is the most beautiful, kind, amazing human, and she's the best mother. And she's, you know, so you're listening to this person say all these things that you're like, this is what I wish. Okay, so like, let's make that happen. Yeah.
Bring that to life. Which I have to agree with everything you just said. Yes, she is. She is.
No, right back at you, Pino. And you too, Liz. I thought you were going to say Krystal Stark drinks so much wine and she thinks every day is a holiday. Hey!
Well, really quick. So speaking of this whole life coaching, you're actually offering a special just for our Candidly Krystal viewers. So if you follow @Nava on Instagram and you DM the word Krystal, whether it's with a C or a K, you can spell it any way you want. Just make sure we can read it and it says Krystal. You will be entered in to win a month of life coaching sessions. That's 2 bi-monthly Zoom sessions, because I know a lot of people right now in 2020, one of the things I keep hearing is stop telling people they need to do something during the pandemic. Sometimes self-care, self-love, and sitting with yourself is all you need. Yes. So I know there's some people who are feeling some type of way right now in 2020, and it's so beneficial to be able to talk to somebody like you who's going to just pull out all the good. Give me all the good that you got.
Yes. Yeah, because you know, this is an opportunity. Not none of that pressure of like what all these million projects I'm going to do during COVID. If there's one thing you do right now where you have more time, it's really try to get to know yourself better. I want to say, like, start to date yourself. I know it's funny,
no, it's true.
It's so true. Like, try to figure out, you know, like, what makes you excited? We have an opportunity right now. We've really slowed our lives down where we're not going and going and going. You know, like, what did I used to do that I would get lost in? What makes me really happy? How can I return to that? Those kinds of things. And if you're not ready for coaching, just please follow me on Instagram.
Yeah.
I really feel like so many people are just isolated right now and they just need positive messages out there. And I'm just trying to put it out there every day, things that just hopefully brighten your day or inspire you or, you know, make you want to make a positive change. So please do that.
And you do. You have brightened my day so many times on Instagram. I'm glad I get to say that to your face and say that what you're doing is wonderful. And as Dennis says, never enough, never. Yes, of course. And you give great advice. And anyone who is looking for a way to find themselves and to come back to their own happiness that maybe they've been lacking. Maybe they need this kind of push right now, especially with the new year coming up. We encourage them to, again, go to your Instagram page @Neva and DM the word Krystal so you can get a free month of coaching. So you could be entered to win. Liz, you're amazing. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, you know what? And I think we should consider bringing some occasional Liz life hacks on Candidly Krystal.
A regular thing.
Yes, I love that because there's so many times where I have discovered a life hack and I'm like, you just changed my life. Thank you. Yeah. You just gave me 10 extra minutes by myself because of that life hack. Thank you. It's a holiday.
Yes. You gave Krystal her chicken holiday.
Again.
And when you spread your chicken, you gotta send me photos, okay?
If you do it. You should take a video, Pino, when you do it.
I'm gonna. Like, I'm literally like, okay, Taco Friday sounds like a lot of fun now that I know it's gonna take me less time and I'm not gonna get all sticky.
Don't even tell your husband to surprise him.
Right? I love it.
Well, thank you, Liz, so much for being on the show. Please follow her @Neva on Instagram or visit neva.com or email her at lizdivacoach@gmail.com for more information on this fabulous lady. We love you, Liz.
Thank you, Liz.
Bye.